and the fats. And these are the things now. So the first thing that influences how you're going to look is that energy balance that we've just done now. If your energy balance, it controls everything. If you're consuming too much, you get fat. If you're consuming the same amount as your body uses, you remain the same. If you're consuming less than your body needs, you get smaller. That is the first thing. The second thing that influences how you're going to look is the macronutrients. The amount of protein you consume is going to determine how you're going to look. The carbohydrates, the fats, those ones, they are very important to how you're going to look. And since protein is the primary one for muscle development and muscle maintenance, is the one we set first. So should we set protein?
So basically, you have to form your meals around protein before anything else.
Yes, it has to be. Each one plays a different role. Like if you are an athlete and you want to compete on the stage, then you can only think about protein. But for people like us who lift for lifestyle purposes, we cannot only think of protein. We have to think of all of them, and each one of them plays a very important role. Maybe I can just give a summary.
Okay, let's just start with protein.
Okay, protein. You know protein, what it does? It repairs the muscles, it maintains those muscles, and it grows new muscle. It has those amino acids that are the building blocks.
Those who are watching, I'll go just see you. What it's trying to say is our tissues are made of protein, our hair, our nails made of protein.
Yeah.
That's what it's trying to say.
So it maintains everything. Very important. Carbohydrates, they are also very important, especially for people like us, people who live to it. Why? Remember, okay, this is a bit deep. We'll talk about it in another stream.
That's true.
But for the body to keep on, like we said, the protein is a liability. The body wants to get rid of it. To convince the body to maintain the protein, we need to use the protein. And this is why we work out. And the more effective we are at working out, the more we are able to maintain the protein. And carbohydrates helps in this regard, because it's the basic and the most preferred source of energy for the body. Of course, the body can use protein and fats for energy, but it prefers carbohydrates.
So when glucose is available, your body can never break down fats to get energy from when glucose is available.
Yes, that is true. But remember, we are in a deficit.
Yes.
But we are working out. So this glucose will be used by the body, by the central. It will be used. Then the one that is stored as glycogen will also be used, because some of it will be used. The one in the liver will be used by the central nervous system and the brain. Then the one in the muscles will be used when you work out. Then when you work out, it has been depleted. The body needs to replenish it. So that's why when you eat another carbohydrate, it gets replenished. And your body prefers carbohydrates and the others for energy. This is why we need it. It's very important for people who work out. It will improve your performance, and the better you perform, the stronger you become. And the stronger you become, the more your body needs to keep those muscles. Then we have fats. These ones are also very important because they play, when you compare fats to the other macronutrients, they play a very important role in terms of your health. Things like hormones. Most hormones use fats as their main raw material. So for the body to produce these hormones, it needs fats. And that's why fats are very important. So for people like us who are just training for lifestyle purposes, we cannot play around with any of those macronutrients. We need them, all of them.
That's true.
But since our primary goal is muscle, then protein is number one. And this is how I do it. This is how I think this is how you do it too.
Absolutely.
So for the average person, they need about 3 grams of protein No. I think I'm going to mislead you about this one. So let me not talk about the average person. But
Yeah,
for someone like
so there's something we call RDA. We call it recommended dietary allowance.
yes, that one.
One person needs, and it's always around 0.8, maybe to 1 gram. But of course, when it comes to people like us who work out, we need a little bit more to be able to fuel our muscles and, of course, build more muscle and, of course, maintain the muscle. But an average person who does nothing, I think 0.8 per kilogram, maybe even per pound, might be enough for them. But
Yeah,
you'll find
actually,
between 0.6, maybe to 1.2 per kilogram of body weight.
yeah. Now, for us, people work out because we need that protein anywhere between 1.6 to 2.2 per kg. The ones using pounds can do the 0.8 to around 1 gram, like you said, per pound. Okay, this is the thing. You can consume more protein if you want, but there's a level where you get to where that extra protein does not play any important role. And remember,
diminishing returns.
Yeah, it becomes useless. And remember, the other macronutrients are also important, so we cannot sacrifice them. So that's why I and people who want to work out for lifestyle purposes, we use protein. We use the minimum amount of protein we need. Of course, we can use more, but we just go for the minimum. And the minimum is that 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kg. When you're cutting, you need more. So when you're losing fat, you want to cut. There's cutting and bulking and all those things. When you're cutting, aim for 2. Of course, we're in Africa. I don't think we can really get the amount we need, but try to aim for 2 grams per kg, if you can. When you're bulking, you don't need a lot of protein because you have leverage. You have lots of calories in the body, lots of accessible energy to use. So when you are bulking, just go for 1.6. That's enough. You can go higher, but there is no extra benefit. So for example, let's assume someone weighs 60 kg. For you to find out how many proteins you need for you to build muscle and work out and all those things. And let's assume we are in Africa, so let's assume protein is hard to access. Just go for 1.6. So 6 grams, 6 kg of 6 kg of your body weight, you multiply by 1.6. If you are able, try to go for 2. So 60 kg.
About that a second. So let's assume I'm 60 kilograms or 70, but then my fat body percentage is around 30 or 25 kilograms. So should we just take it as the whole body weight, or should we just focus on the lean tissues so that someone calculates according to their lean
or to their level? Yeah. So the one I've been talking about is for the average person.
For the average person.
The 1.6